935 K-Day, what's going on? It's been like forever. Hi, my name is Miss Koi Renee. Welcome to Sundays in LA. And today, it's a very, very special day, just like all the others. But today is very special because it's kind of like a reunited and it feels so good moment on top of something like legendary at the same time. So I have not one, but two guests, okay? Allow me to introduce my guy Mars and John B. Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Thank you
What's
guys
up,
for
Court?
being here.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to
Good
be
see
here.
you too.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I figured we had some vibes going on for the party tonight, live release.
Already.
And I had to just expound on that. I was like, hold on. I don't think we should just stop here. You know what I'm saying? Let's really give the people what they need to know as it relates to Party Tonight, as it relates to you guys' relationship and beyond. What you think?
No,
do it.
I concur. Let's go. Let's do it. I agree.
So, with that being said, I want to backtrack a little bit as it relates to just John B. and My Guy Mars. John, I want to ask you this question. When did you meet My Guy Mars?
Oh, we've known each other for years. Just in the LA scene, just being both musicians and just having mutual respect for one another. Both musicians, like, cause he plays. You know what I mean? And he's a dope producer. You know what I'm saying? All around.
Thank you, my guy.
But also he plays out, like he's a supportive musician by playing keyboards behind the likes of Faith Evans, DJ Quick. I mean, I've seen him. We played together before when I came and jammed out many times with Quick and at the several different venues around here in LA. So just really just being able to blend like that for years and kind of be aware of each other. But when it was it just so happened. I'll let you tell the story.
Nah, man, it's flowing, man. I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
Go
I
ahead.
think I've.
Come on,
So
Mars.
it's like
Okay,
pass the
sure.
baton,
I
you
mean,
know?
at that point, like we had reconnected. I called Quick one day to like play him some music, and went over to his crib. And he told me, he was like, "Yo, I'm mixing some stuff for John, but pull up. I should be done when by the time you're done." Granted, I'm like thinking like, of course he's talking about John B. I'm like, John B that's my guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got the slaps. And then I'm thinking of the song that I wanted to play, and it was just so much. So get to the door, John B answers the door.
That's wild.
So that was just like, okay, this is confirmation. And I didn't really know where it was going, but the energy and just, how receptive Quick was. And he's like, yeah, man, just whatever you're trying to do, bro, just bring it. Because I didn't even know why I was there. I was just like, let me just call him just to see, check in, and get some input. And that's how we kind of reconnected. And I was playing some stuff at Quick's house, and he was like, "Yo, what's that?
Yeah,
man, we got to get up,
man.
Boom, boom." And he came by the studio,
fire after fire track, and I was just like, "Okay, no, we in, we got to get in.
Oh my
Let's cook up sometime, bro. Cause yeah, I mean, it's just a special thing when I can do what I love with the guys that I have so much respect for especially like Quick, like starting off with the foundation of like the first beats that I ever sort of try to emulate, really. I always give Quick his flowers, for being one of my epic heroes out
Shout
here.
out to Quick,
you know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
man.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Big shout to Quick because we've collaborated ourselves in the past many times with what I think is classic hip hop, collaboration, R&B hip hop collaboration.
Of course.
And I felt like it was time for us to get back up in the studio in some way. Just be in the same room together. Mm-hmm. So I hit him up for a mix that I wanted him to put his, he's just the sonic god out here, as far as just, I think Dre gets a lot of respect out here, a lot of the limelight, if you want, and as he should. But Quick is that silent, quiet storm that just, without him, LA music would not be the same. You know what I mean? He got such a huge, incredible part of hip hop music out here on the West Coast in terms of being such an influential person. So like for me, my first sounds and all my first kind of like, I will say Don't Talk, that's inspired by a guy like DJ Quick, you know, and
wow,
you know what I mean. I always give him his flowers, you know, and so you can't have one without the other. For me, you know, it's like it all comes full circle when you grow up to music like "Come on, let's get down," you know what I mean, and songs like that. I mean, that's just kind of part of my DNA, right? You know.
This is wild. So, John B is singing and like he's telling me like all these amazing things.
Well,
and quite
that's us, you know. That's LA as far as just how we grew up and
facts.
Just
how impactful it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, Quick is that guy for sure. So him being basically the foundation to reconnect us, that was kind of how we got back in, you know.
And the
vibe
record was a
studio.
no-brainer. I mean, I came to his studio and Dope Lab, and I mean his track record is incredible. First of all, as a producer, so like just when you see all the plaques on the walls of everything that he's done, and you're reminded of like, wow, okay, and to be such a humble, approachable cat, he's just like, you know, for me is just really the best rewarding part of all this is like, you know, we get to sort of like, you know, pop each other's collars, you know what I mean?
Right,
And be like,
facts.
all right, that's what's up. You did that, bro. Now let me get on that, right? You know, so he wrote the hook, man. He just set it up, so I didn't really have to do anything but just show up and just sing it. It's just it's a dope record. I love the track, and yeah. He just kind of like
killed it.
He led the way.
God.
He led the way. He sang on there too. So like the pad of our voices is in the hook, which is a dope blend. I like the way the blend is.
Okay, so that I didn't know that. So you both are doing the hook.
He sings too.
Yeah,
man.
he's singing the hook, but I'm just kind of like my background.
You-
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of like supporting it, you know?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
It had, you know, that's the thing about Mars. He knows what he wants as far as his ears, you know, as far as like how to let me know like where to fall in with that whole thing. And I love that because I'm a producer myself, but it's always nice to be able to kind of like sometimes gauge how a person wants you to fall into the mix as far as like, you know, and sometimes you need to be led that way, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, no, we're going to put it right here.
In pocket.
Right here. If you know where you want everything, then that's a vision, you know what I mean? I let people have a lot of freedom with that. Someone like himself, you know, just like lead me the way. All right, cool, we're doing that.
Mars, do you hear like
No,
what's
man,
happening right now? I'm just
that's why I was
trying not
saying,
to
man, I'm
cry
so
for
grateful
you.
because that's what we were talking about earlier. And I was saying how, like, I was thinking this morning about how many people that create art have had like a 15-year plus career, and it's very minimal, you know. So to be in that number and to be able to have people that I'm inspired by, that I can call and create with, is so crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Word.
it's more than
That's
like
real.
it's you know, it's why we do what we do. Like, it's why you have faith in what you do, and it's why you put all the hours in. It's why you don't go clubbing when you in the studio all day long. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's why all of those things, you know, it's the why. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, people want to know how you get to a certain point, and it's all of the work that they don't see. And you know,
the investment that music is, it's not cheap to have these instruments and to have all this equipment and
Facts.
to, you know, spend thousands of dollars on a
Studios.
microphone because you know that microphone's going to make your voice sound that much better, you know.
right?
You know, these things are, you know, the gifts that keep giving, you know, and if you invest in yourself like that as a musician, it just, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about getting to come over to his lab, you know, Mars's lab, and see, you know, all of the instruments and all of the, you know, equipment, all of the drum machines, everything's wired up. You know, this guy's he's a true genius at that too, you know, and I know what it's like to go to the extreme as far as like to buy all that stuff and have it, because I too have a studio. I've always have had a studio at home, you know, and that's primarily where I do all my records. I always have, you know. But it's nice to see someone else doing the same thing.
Right.
You know, we shop at the same music stores, and we, you know, he has a incredible Fender Rhodes that's like it's just like it's the dopest Rhodes I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it's the only one in the world, but
Oh, okay. Here we go. There's the MyGuyMars.
but yeah, it's pretty dope. Come through, man. Spaceship recording. It's like spaceship recording. Come on.
So that blew me away right away, you know. And I was
Love,
like,
man.
because I
Shout
love
out
Fender Rhodes.
Shout out to Rhodes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I love that. Like, oh my gosh, let me finish crying and wiping away my tears. I'm just so happy for you,
No,
Mars.
thank
you
you,
know,
man.
like
No, God is amazing. Like, it's really been a blessing to be able to, finally pour into myself. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I just was feeling super empty, and I didn't know why. And it was just because, not to say I don't work with people, but it's the same thing. Like, this is what God is showing me. Like, okay, it's okay for you to pour into yourself and have a good time and do the music that you would cuss other people out, that they're not making, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get people to understand the vision that they may not see. But if you do it yourself, then they may be able to see it. So I've been just, executing my vision and pouring into myself, and just grateful for the people that have been able to support me.
love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of vision, Party Tonight, the music video.
Oh yeah.
I had a cameo in it. I'm like, let me toot my
Chloe
own horn.
She was lit. She was lit in there.
Thank you guys for letting me go. What was the vision behind, the music video and all of that?
The vision behind it was basically paying homage to Quick, to pitching on a party. So because the song pitching on a party, like, I feel like pitching on a party and Don't Talk is like Party Tonight.
Is it?
Word.
That's
That's what's up. That's crazy.
in my head. It's just, that's not like what I intend. That's not how it came together. But just like in my head, it's like, if you look at the video for Don't Talk, if you look at the video for Pitching on a Party, if you listen to the song
It's just a
Don't
party,
Talk,
yeah.
you listen to
It's just,
you know what I'm saying?
it's some chill
It's
party.
just feel good party music with instruments, heavy on the instruments.
Come on.
Musicality, and it's nostalgic. So the video had to feel like Pitching on a Party, Don't Talk. You know what I'm saying? So I pay homage to Quick. I got my hair braided just like him. You know what I'm saying? Wore the same outfit, the red shirt with the blue jean. You know what I'm saying? And we just took it, just have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Took it there. So, shout out to Quick, and again, shout out to John for just being available to pull up. And you know what I'm saying?
It
Shit
literally
crazy.
was that. It was just like I pulled up and the camera was just rolling. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Party,
We're doing
let's
this
go.
right now.
And it
So-
made it that more fluid, right?
I think it was
Because
just, I've never done a video like this where I just literally sat in the kitchen with my cup and like did what I would do if I was,
Super
with my
organic.
peoples, you know what I mean? So super less is more, and I think that it just the song really says it all, right? You know what I mean? So I love that LA has a little anthem right now that feels like this, because this is kind of, I think you took it like on a throwback a little bit with the vibes, you know what I mean? In terms of where the track is, it kind of reminds me of just music that came out of the era that we grew up in, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And a little bit influenced by that, So
Absolutely.
it's kind of taking it back to those vibes.
And I love that, because with Sundays in LA, that's my mission. I grew up listening to you, Quick, Dre, the whole nine, and 935 K
Likewise.
is the first hip hop station in the world. So to be able to have this opportunity to talk to you, collaborate and grow with you,
Right.
I want the new wave and the classic, pioneers
Right,
to be
cheers.
able to come together. And you guys doing this with me, it means more than you can ever know.
That's crazy, man. We honored, man.
Wouldn't be here without y'all. So
Facts.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
real respect.
Honored.
Respect. It's
How
all love.
important, though, is it important, John, for you?
Yes.
Like, is it important to collaborate with the younger artists? Or
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think, no, they need to just go by the playbook of what has been already set?
I think it's really important for us as artists to encourage each other as a musical culture, as a musical little, pool of people. And when we all swim the same way, then that's a beautiful thing. Or catch a current and we all start swimming the same way. So I think that it's a beautiful thing when you catch a vibe with somebody and you can get in the lab and you can put it down and you can make those moments last forever, really, because it really just comes with a thought. Like, hey, let's do something dope. And then you get, in the lab and it turns into two artists being artists, doing what they're great at and leaving that mark behind. Like, all right, cool, we did that. And for me, it's like, that's just one on the map right now. We got more where that came from. This is creative, just for me, it's just something really with a good vibe and a good intention behind it. Let's put more of that good positive energy out there in the world. We all need it. So everybody want to party, but I love his delivery on this record, and it's just for me, I'm proud of you because we gotta believe in ourselves. And like you said at the record release party, you were like, I manifested this, I made this happen. You know what I mean? And that's the realest thing I ever heard anybody say. You know, when they make it happen, you make it happen. So,
facts.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a part of it, man. We out here.
I'm grateful, man. Yeah. God is the greatest.
I am just too much of a crybaby for this interview. My goodness, like,
come on, man.
We got the remix coming too. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got the
took
remix
the words
coming.
out of my mouth.
But I'm gonna let Mars lead the way on that one, right?
Okay, so
but you know, and all the you know the whole musical collaboration continues to go on, man, because we out here in LA, like this is our backyard, so you know,
absolutely.
So.
Oh my goodness, can we talk about who is on it, or you know, can I guess, or can you throw me a tip or something?
So we just gonna leave it at, you know, remix coming soon.
Come on, guys.
And then when we preview it, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do it here. How about that?
You gonna come back?
All right. Cool.
Okay. I'll take it.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Well, I mean, my gosh. So with that being said, new music is on, the remix is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
New music is going to be happening. I mean, what else can we possibly talk about or look forward to? I mean, as quiet as it's kept, you know, it's quiet in the hallways, but then sometimes it be chirping. Mr. John B., I heard that you may be doing something intimate with 935 K-Day at some point.
Yes, I do absolutely intend on having my record release party with you guys as well.
Fire.
And doing something for this new album that I have coming soon, because, yeah, you know, it's been a journey of discovery, man, as far as like how to put this record out, you know, in terms of like the mechanics behind how I'm gonna put this out, the business behind how I'm gonna put this out, and what, you know, and how to do that. So the creative is done. I have 7 videos for this album, which is the craziest amount of creative. Like, I just got really creative with this record, and you know, but the main thing was it's been 10 years since I put an album out, so that's what for me makes it even more special for me. Is you know, I waited that long because I wanted to collect enough great records to where I felt like I could put another album out that really could count for me again. You know what I mean? And recently I had the blessing of working with Tank, you know, on my first single from the album.
My God, Tank.
You know, it's actually
fire.
technically the third single from the album, because we have Donald Jones on the album. I released right before COVID. I did a record with him, and that was when I really was gearing up to actually put the album out. But then COVID hit, and it just shut everything down. So yeah. So you know, that's how long I've been working on this record though for, and in small little installations I put it out. You know, so far I put 3 records out, and Waiting on You, we made it to number 2 on R&B. So that's huge for me. I haven't charted in very long time on iTunes
by choice.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been a long time. A lot of live performance. I will say, being on the road is really what keeps me busy. Primarily, I'm just always singing my songs and stuff for everybody. So you know,
we love them.
I gotta stay.
Continue.
I gotta continue to stay, you know, in people's good graces, man, because I've been so blessed to be here and do what I love. So you know.
Wow, Mars, is there anything you do want to share that's coming up?
I'm working on new music. I have another project, R&D Drill on Mars.
Oh yeah.
R&D Drill on Mars. That's coming up soon. But yeah, just stay tuned for new music. MyGuyMars, everything.
I love it.
At MyGuyMars, MyGuyMars.com.
Okay. And then where can we find Party Tonight? Because, you know, once we had the album released or the release of the video, there was questions as far as where can we find it?
So,
let's set the record straight for that.
The song is out everywhere now. The song is out now everywhere. And we'll be releasing the video very, very, very soon.
Okay.
So
there it is, you guys.
It will be everywhere. But the song is out everywhere.
Let's go.
If you want to purchase it directly, you know, from Even, the link is in my bio on my Instagram. MyGuyMars, Instagram.com/MyGuyMars.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's
out
Even?
everywhere.
Even
Even is a platform that basically you support the artist directly from the artist. So like, if you want to just go buy the single from me for whatever, you could pay however much you want. You could pay $10, you could pay $100, you could pay, you know, however much you want to support the artist is just direct to the, you know, to the artist. So,
Come on,
really
y'all.
love
That's
the fact
dope.
that they're
Right,
doing
support
that.
independent artists.
Yeah, so that way it's like, you know, the artists can continue to make the art.
Create,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? You know,
Exactly.
now we can pay for the studio and, you know what I'm saying, let's make some more. Like, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, all digital streaming platforms, we're getting, you know, a fraction of a penny per stream. So you need the platforms to be able to reach and expand. But in addition to that, you want your super fans and the people that really support you, you know, to be able to, you know, buy it straight from you and be able to show their support. So that's what Even does. So, you know, shout out to Even for doing that and for rolling out the blue carpet for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, blue carpet.
Yeah, man.
Well, definitely. You guys, I'm going to go cry now. Okay, I've been holding them back long enough.
Don't cry, man.
I can.
Thank you, Chloe.
No.
Appreciate you for having us.
Nah, facts,
Thank
man.
you to K-Day. Big up K-Day for just always showing love for so many years. And I remember when it was on AM. So, you know what I mean? So, like, I go
Talk
back
about
to the
it.
very beginning of K-Day. So, you know, just love being out here in LA and just being able to turn on the radio and hear our music. So, blessings, man. You know.
That part. You guys, more to come. But for right now, this has been Sundays in LA with Miss Corey Renee on 95 K-Day. Hip Hop back in the day.